Do you ever find yourself staring at a food label, deciphering unfamiliar ingredients, and wondering if they fit into your gluten-free lifestyle? It is a common challenge, especially when trying to ensure complete safety and peace of mind with every bite. The direct answer is no. Modified food starch and dextrin are not always gluten-free. While many forms of these ingredients are perfectly safe, their gluten-free status depends entirely on the original source material from which they were made. The reason for this variation lies in their production. Modified food starch is created by physically, enzymatically, or chemically altering starch to enhance its properties, such as thickening or stability. Dextrin is a type of carbohydrate produced by the hydrolysis of starch. Both processes typically start with a starch source. If that source is wheat, barley, or rye, then the resulting modified food starch or dextrin will contain gluten. However, if they are derived from naturally gluten-free sources like corn, potato, tapioca, or rice, then they are gluten-free. To confidently identify if modified food starch or dextrin is gluten-free, you will need to examine the food label carefully. In the United States, if a product contains wheat-derived modified food starch or dextrin, wheat must be clearly declared as an allergen on the label, usually in the ingredients list or a separate contains statement. For other gluten-containing grains like barley or rye, if they are the source, they might also be explicitly named, but the most reliable indicator is a clear gluten-free certification or label. A valuable insider tip for navigating this is to look for products specifically labeled with a gluten-free certification. This label means the product has undergone rigorous testing and contains less than 20 parts per million of gluten, making it safe. Without this certification, you must rely on the ingredient list. If it simply says modified food starch or dextrin without specifying the source, and there is no gluten-free claim, it is safer to avoid that product, especially if you have celiac disease or a severe gluten sensitivity. Ultimately, understanding the potential sources of modified food starch and dextrin empowers you to make informed decisions. By diligently checking for explicit, gluten-free, labeling, or ensuring the source is clearly identified as gluten-free on the ingredient list, you can navigate grocery aisles with confidence, ensuring your diet remains safe and delicious.